We are.
Oh, that's a stretch.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Live, boys and girls. Welcome to the Dropshot CoD Podcast, episode 525. Today, we got some activity for you. I'm pleased to report. Is it related to this game right now? No, not really, but there's some. And also, we have some leaks or confirmation. I don't really know. We're going to get into it on the next COD, which is going to be set in Korea, it sounds like. So that'll be interesting. Wow. But we'll get more into that once we get there. As far as announcements go, our last Patreon episode, Q&A, is now up for our Platinum and above patrons. I enjoyed it a lot, actually. That was a pretty good episode in retrospect. Many people got upset about it, which made it even better. And that pleases me. So whatever, didn't ask. So if you would get mad, then listen and tell me about it and I will laugh. Thanks. But anyway, yeah, that's now live. And yeah, no ep Saturday, turns out. Tanner will be in Zion. So we get $1,000 on the super chats today. I will go live on Saturday for 3 hours and do
that's
an
tempting,
episode.
dude. I might do that.
But otherwise, yeah, we'll be back next week. So yeah. And to be clear, not much we'd be missing out on, right? Just not much, as we're going to get into now. So first off, let's take a look at the absolute patch notes. So obviously we had season 4, and that was couple days ago, week ago, something like that. You'll figure it out. And then we had one more patch on the 2nd, which was 3 days ago on Monday. That was miniature. First one, very interesting, and we actually talked about this a little bit. A feature test that surfaced select store content in the loadout menus was published in the Season 4 update in error. This feature has now been removed from the live game. And just right off the bat, we're doing sneaky Activision bullshit, obviously. Because they're trying to make it sound as if they didn't plan on doing what they did. And for those of you who don't know what this means, when Season 4 launched and you went to edit your loadouts and you selected the AK, and then you were going to pick which AK build you want or blueprint that you own, in that menu at the fucking top, right, was a scrolling banner. Think of a mobile game with ads, right? How there's just like a random banner at the top. It looked like that. And it was every bundle or COD store offering that has this gun or a blueprint for this gun.
Yeah.
This was on every single gun for which it was applicable, which is probably virtually all of them. So you're trying to set up your loadout, and there's a fucking neon pink ballerina buy now with COD points flashing lights while you're just trying to edit your AMAX or whatever.
Which you should be buying. You should be buying that bundle, to be fair. So
well, so is this like the end of the world? Again, not really by itself, but first of all, it was in a very inconvenient spot. You had to scroll past it. You literally had to scroll through it every time you wanted to select the gun. That's fucking insane. That is completely insane. For well, I guess it's a free-to-play game, to be fair. Warzone is anyway. I don't know if this was in multiplayer, actually, but it would be particularly egregious in multiplayer.
I assume
where
it
I
was.
paid $70 like a fucking asshole, clearly, and still I'm getting loadouts and more microtransactions just reamed down my throat that are unavoidable despite being a paying customer. Completely insane. Also very garish and ugly. It was bad stuff. Really bad stuff. And again, not the end of the world. Let me be clear. Activision has done fucking much worse. Much fucking worse. Much worse. Obviously. So much worse than that. But it's still pretty bad. More on principle than anything. But also in practice, it's genuinely crazy to make me scroll past that every time I want to select a gun. That's actually pretty nuts. That's it, kind of insane, and like really does matter in game. Not a huge deal. Oh, you have to press down on the D-pad one more time. Fuck you. The principle of it is insane. It's absurd. So, and you know they did it hoping that you would, 1 out of every 30 times you go to select a build, accidentally press that button since you have to go through it. And then you see Ana de Armas on your screen and you're like, you know what? I should buy this bundle. You know that's why they did it. Fuck, do you know that's why they got
through that? Yeah.
Probably lots. Probably
I mean, it's
lots.
coming to the game at some point, so.
Well, that's back to the patch note. A feature test that surfaced select store content in the loadout menus was published in Season 4 update in error. This feature has now been removed from the live game. Okay, so this implies that it was a mistake of them on their part to add this into the game. But what's interesting about that, right, is that it worked perfectly. It was well integrated and it had no issues. So like, obviously you coded this in. This isn't a bug like when the demon polygon transmog situation happened in Warzone 1. You pull out your gun and there's a bunch of random pixels that shouldn't be there and you can't see past it because your gun looks like a demon polygon transmog. That's a bug, obviously. So we added the demon polygon transmog in error, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Because this wasn't designed, obviously. This, I mean, they're designing the feature. So like, did they update it and add it in error? I mean, maybe. But they're planning to, or they were planning, absolutely, to add that eventually in the way that they added it, which was invasive. So they say here, like, oh yeah, we did this in error and we've removed it. Okay. And that implies that they don't want to add this at some point or something. It lacks clarity. And also, again, it looked done. So if you didn't want to add it now, what are you waiting for?
I'm reading it simply as a feature test that, I mean, it's literally going to be in the game at some point. They just accidentally put it in now and they didn't intend to. That's it. So
but why would they remove it if it works?
At some point? Because they didn't intend to add it in yet. I don't know. Maybe it's a feature they're going to add in on the launch of BO7 or something. They just didn't intend to do it at this point.
I guess. I don't get it. Yeah. I mean, who knows, obviously. But like, Activision has done so many scummy, weird shit like that before that it would not surprise me one bit if they did, in fact, do this on purpose. Or someone did.
Well, they would just leave it in at that point.
Well, and they got a lot of backlash, so they took it out. And maybe they're taking it out because they got a lot of backlash, and they're hoping everyone forgets about it. Which they've done a lot, by the way. Remember the choppers with guns? We've temporarily removed the choppers with guns while we fix an issue. They did that 4 times, and then the last time they had said, we've temporarily removed the chopper while we fix an issue. Guess what wasn't temporary after all? The chopper with guns. It was permanent. They just took it out, said it was temporary. It wasn't. It was permanent. Which is fine.
I think even the way they say it has been removed from the live game kind of also makes it sound like it's removed from this current build. Yeah, so I mean, we're obviously going to see it again. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe.
But I'm saying it would make more sense for them to release it like on the launch of a new game when everyone's actually going through and changing their guns often as they unlock them. So it'll be in BO7 on launch day, or whenever the store goes live in BO7 a few days after release, or whenever, that's when it'll go live.
I mean, yeah, we're probably going to see it eventually. It's just weird to remove it if it worked fine. Like, my point is, if you intend on adding this eventually, and you accidentally added it, and it works perfectly, what is the downside to just leaving it in? That's what I don't understand.
Maybe if player counts are down or something like that. Maybe that's kind of the only thing I can think.
But so what? It would still be in when they intended for it.
But people get features like that. It only lasts a certain length of time before people get used to just immediately skipping over it. So if it's in like the launch of a brand new game when it's new and fresh to everybody, you'd be a lot more likely to buy it than if something has been in the game for 6 months. That's what I think.
Yeah, that's a good point. So yeah, I mean, either way, fuck them. Yeah. So like, if they meant to add it and then lied here, if they didn't mean to add it but they're going to add it later, it's definitely one of those two things. Or they meant to add it now, but now they're not going to later because of all the backlash. Like, no matter what, shitty thing to do. Like, at least in the way they did it. The most charitable thing I can think of is like, yeah, we added it, and it was an accident because we were thinking of putting it in the spot we put it in, but that's too invasive, so that's why we didn't want it live yet, because we need to rethink where on the loadout screen we want to put that button. So we're going to wait until we have that figured out before we put it live. That's the most charitable like read I have on this. And maybe that is the case. I mean, who knows? But like, given Activision's track record of duplicity, I find it hard to read it that way, but maybe. So anyway, whatever. Moving on from that, not really much else. Bug fixes. Various stability and crash related issues fixed. So yeah, I saw this fucking all over Twitter and Discord. The game just unplayable. I think it was, I don't know if it was Jitsi or someone in our Discord was like, yeah, I tried, or Jitsi's friend maybe, I tried launching the game 5 times, or playing a match 5 times, and I crashed every single time. Like, holy fuck, dude. So then you just gave up, obviously. So then they released this patch. Charlie Intel later tweeted after this, a couple days after this, so recently, obviously. There are still some pretty gnarly stability issues for some people, but it doesn't seem nearly as bad as it was. So, something. And then, yeah, fixed an issue causing hitching and stuttering in matches. And then fixed various collision issues that allowed players to exploit under the map. And again, I just don't understand how this... Well, I kind of understand how this happens if it's by the new POI. So that's fine. Fixed an issue where players are not receiving the correct amount of SR after completing a ranked match. We'll get into that. And then...
Can't figure that one out.
That's pretty much it for that. So that's the only patch we've gotten since Season 4. And I guess that's fine, depending on how well the game's running right now. And it seems to be running like okay for most people. But, I mean, probably not for everyone. So... And now we have a hidden patch note. Speaking of negative SR, so I have a couple pieces of media to share with you guys, and it is gonna make you laugh. It certainly made me laugh. So this is from friend of the pod, Lou, aka the Doctor, the other Doctor, aka in our Discord, his name is currently, quote, negative 600 SR. I've received that. I've got it. So last night, he showed a picture, and he said, attached to that picture, daily fixes and improvements. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Am I crazy? And the picture is of this. where it says daily update available. The latest daily fixes and improvements are ready to be installed.
Improvements, fixes. That's funny, man.
And then
Funny
you have
joke.
to press update. So I don't know what this used to be. It might have been like the playlist updates automatically downloaded. Maybe that's what this used to be. Why do we need a new screen here? This is what we shouldn't be spending our dev time on, right? Hey, playlist updates worked before. I don't need to press update to do it. It's fine. Do it for me. It was totally fine and unbroken and no one cared. So now you're making me.
It sounds like the update
buttons.
requires restart screen. They just relabeled it.
Maybe that is it. I don't really know. But the next image, so Lou says daily fixes and improvements. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Am I crazy? I haven't seen that either. So that is new. And then the next image, he says, quote, I hit update on this screen. He pressed the update button. And the next thing that happened was this. Fuck you, Activision. And the game crashed.
That's a dev error.
Just hysterical stuff.
So you're
Fuck, it was
forced to
so
hit the
funny.
update button because there's nothing else you could do. And then when you hit that button, your game crashes.
Your game immediately crashes.
That's a classic.
That's a fucking giga ultra classic. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Such bad
Just
stuff,
thought I'd
man.
share that because it's funny. I don't have any super deep points about it because I mean Warzone crashes. You guys already knew that, right? But that was fucking hilarious because he sent those messages in real time. So like he was like, "Oh, I've never seen this screen before. Have you guys?" Takes a screenshot. Then he presses update. He presses update. He's like, "Oh, okay, fuck me, right?" Then takes another screenshot. Oh, cool, my game crashed. Fuck, it's funny, dude. Oh, it made me laugh, especially because it says an update is available with fixes and improvements, and instead of a fix or improvement. Oh, fuck, it's so funny. Are you fixing the crashes with this daily update improvement? Or are you making me crash? Oh, yeah. Fuck, it's so goddamn funny. Yeah, great stuff, Lou. Sorry that happened to you, man. So anyway, I thought I'd share that. It was funny as fuck. But yeah, not much really going on. Although also, ranked Warzone is in. And people are playing it. It's been the case for a while, but thought I'd share that as well. So, and that's pretty much it. So now we have some more interesting things to talk about. Where do we want to put that? Let's see here. I guess we're going to start with this. This first thing here is interesting. Yeah, I think it makes sense to do that. Let's do a little batch opening here, shall we? You guys ever open in fucking batches?
Yeah, I've done it before.
Punches and bunches is what I call it.
Okay.
This is the wrong tweet. Okay, this is also got it. I hate Firefox. Oh, wait. Oh, there's no link for this. I understand it now. Okay, got it. All right. Charlie Intel tweeted 2 hours ago. Warzone ranked play is an absolute mess. Hackers are in every match. Players are still going under the map. Players are teaming and selling games. Selling games, I guess that implies you like pay for people to team with you. I think that's what that means.
Yeah, I didn't really think about that. I was thinking more like they're selling the game to lose, but that wouldn't make sense. So yeah, I think you're right.
And then SR isn't even being given back if a hacker is banned. And I think they said that was going to be a thing, right?
Yes, it was supposed to already be in, I believe.
Got it. Yeah. And there's still no clear updates to fix the issues. This was tweeted today. So yeah, if you guys have been wondering why we haven't been on much, and by much I mean fucking at all, this is why. This is why, among other things. Because, of course Warzone's an absolute mess. Hey, Charlie Intel, I already knew that. That's the interesting thing. The moment the patch went live and it was broken in ways that it ought not be broken, I already knew. Because we've gone through this song and fucking dance for 5 years. And the new thing was, oh, season 3 was a good update. And that's, yeah, gone. Doesn't matter. Right back to our old selves, slipping into old habits. And yeah, Warzone Ranked, I guess, is a fucking mess. Now, to be clear, most of you don't play Warzone Ranked. Good, smart, based.
And it's good that it's in, because now all the hackers are there. Most of them. More of them.
That is
probably.
an argument.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
So yeah, just let them ruin ranked plays. Keep playing pubs, guys. Keep playing
So
casual mode, actually.
Yeah, go hacking casual. Yeah, that's what I always say. So yeah, no surprises there. And again, not that many of you play ranked play, I would imagine. I think most of you actually play Warzone or BR casual, which is fine. But still, I think this is probably symbolic of the general health of the game.
Yeah. Especially
so
also
example,
like the going under the map thing. How many times have they already fixed that in this game that they've said since Verdansk came out? They probably put that in the patch notes. Minimum 2 times, 3 maybe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Which is insane. Yeah. So like, I don't know, man. We've just been through this song and dance so many times.
Yeah.
I had another point, but I forget what it is. But yeah, I don't know. Again, I think this is probably just emblematic of the game, the state of the game as a whole. But if you play BR casual, I mean, this is a good argument to play BR casual, right? Like,
yeah.
Unironically, like I'm starting to get it. So like we talk about Escape from Tarkov sometimes, and I watch streams of that probably more than any other game, even though I haven't touched Tarkov in like a year, because it's super fun to watch, but it's super awful to play. And the reason it's awful to play is, well, there are fucking a million, but one of them is lots of cheaters in Tarkov. Lots of cheaters. And the problem with Tarkov is the better you get, the higher level you get, the better gear you have. Therefore, the more dedicated to the game you are and the more you enjoy it, as evidenced by your level and gear, the more often you're going to fucking run into them. Because I guarantee you, I have been in raids with cheaters before and never knew about it. Because I was doing fucking UN, and I had a shit M4 with a fucking whatever shit optic on it, and like that's it, and UN armor, blue shit level 1 UN armor. So hackers were like, cool, I don't give a fuck about this guy. He's not gonna kill me through my Alton, and I don't want to kill him because I don't want any of his loot. I just don't see them. But if you really like the game and you play a lot, well, then you load into that raid with insane gear. And then if there's a cheater in the lobby, they are killing you. They are absolutely killing you easily, and it's not close. And then the game is fucking chalked. So what a lot of people say in these streams I've been watching, or have watched forever, ever since PvE came out, there's a game mode of Tarkov called PvE, where there are not other real players in it, and it's otherwise the same. And a lot of people in chat, and sometimes the streamers, will tell people, dude, if you hate cheaters, play PvE. Because at least there aren't cheaters. So yeah, I get it. I get why people play BR casual. Because another thing too is like, when Ranked had a ton of cheaters in Urzikstan, even when I was playing a lot of Ranked and pubs, I never played a lot of Ranked, but I played some. There were also a lot of cheaters in pubs at the time.
Yeah.
So there are probably also quite a few cheaters in Publix, like unranked, but probably not in BR casual. So, like, I get it, and that's where we're going. So,
yeah, maybe that's why they added it. Actually, maybe they didn't add it for the casuals. Maybe they just added it so you would go up against less players that are cheating or something. Man, I don't know.
Yeah, it's nuts, but whatever. Anyway, so that sounds about right. Just classic stuff. So anyway, moving on from that, we do have some looking on to brighter horizons. Well, before that, this tweet: Call of Duty Black Ops fucking 6 and Warzone Season 4 is a 70 days long season, set to end on Thursday, Aug 7. That's long, right?
Nice. That's the day I leave for Hawaii, so Season 5 comes out when I'm gone. Yes.
That's long, right?
10 days longer than normal, yeah.
Okay.
10 days longer.
Interesting. I thought this was more longer than that, which is why I've included this.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. An extra.
I thought a normal season was like 45, 50
An
days.
extra 10 days, an extra 50 days, a 20-day season. Regardless, it's gonna be shit. So it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Say.
I mean, yeah. I don't know. Because whatever. Anyway, so moving on from that, Activision says the loadout bundles being promoted in creative class. Oh yeah, they also tweeted about this. A UI feature test. Okay, they just tweeted the same thing.
It's just the same thing, yeah.
Let me see what people say. So they don't playtest their updates, but they test a microtransaction from YouTube Desire, fucking based. And then here's what Cadaver Plays Games says, and he has 2 million likes. So we figured we'd skip this in, but the backlash was harsh, so we removed it. But for PR, make something up that makes us look incompetent instead of sleazy. Yeah. That's kind of where my head's at. They are
so incompetent. That's why I think
you're right too. Exactly.
Because they're so incompetent.
Fuck are they incompetent? You're right. Yeah. Yep. Very hard to say. FaceScope is skeptical. Just like the hidden names in lobbies. I don't think I included that in here, but Call of Duty also tweeted. In fact, I can probably just find it here. Let's see. COD updates. Okay, let's see. I'm going to find this because it's interesting. We're investigating unbug where player capitalized levels and capital level capital icons may not appear for match-made players in the lobby list. I'm pretty sure they had another tweet where they said this has been resolved or whatever, but that was another thing.
We talked about that last week, yeah.
Yes, we did. That was another thing going around. Oddly, this is the one where I'm like not sure they actually did this one on purpose. This could have actually been ineptitude. They both could be, and they both could be lies. Like you're right. Very hard to say, because Activision has demonstrated countless times how incompetent they are and how sleazy they are. So who knows? But
yeah, so you don't know.
But anyway, this is supposedly a bug, which may or may not be true. So moving on from that, Charlie Intel tweeted this yesterday. Keep in mind the tweet he tweeted yesterday, but here's what it says. There appears to have been a recent ban wave in Call of Duty targeting cheaters who are using fucking engine owning hacks in-game. Engine owning has been informing its users with the correct by the way. Charlie and Keshav didn't write this. Users that they are rechecking their software and they're correct there. After many of their users got banned this week. And then there's a what is this? What is this app that is screenshot from? WeChat?
Is that
Telegram?
Yeah, what's that one? That might be Telegram.
Some dumb
I think
shit.
it's Telegram because I downloaded Telegram that one time for something to do with the pod. Oh, for leaks. And it was a very weird platform. And I think this is what it was. Looks like this.
Okay. And Enginoting said, we've set the cheat and spoofer to updating while we're investigating the ban reports. Once we have more info, we'll post another announcement. Please give us some time. We are not trying to hide a possible detection. If you recently received a ban, fill out this form in this gay thread.
That's exactly what they say. Yeah.
Fuck Enginoning and Activision, but fuck Enginoning especially. So that's cool, I guess, but I guess it doesn't seem to be working that much. And another thing is too, is like, even if you have the perfect anti-cheat, people are teaming. And that's apparently quite an issue. And how do you stop that? That's the one thing, or one of a few things, where I actually sympathize. Excuse me, I don't sympathize. I hate Activision. But I understand that it's a difficult problem to solve. It's one of the problems where I understand cheaters. That it's difficult to solve. Is not cheaters. That's easy. Figure it out. But when you have $8 billion, it's easy anyway, is what I meant to say, obviously. But the teaming shit, how do you stop that if you're Activision? Like, what do you do? Because, like, for actual aimbotters and wall hackers, you guys need to go to a third-party anti-cheat provider, specifically Riot, and hire them. You have the money, you have the resources. Or headhunt the people who work there. You have headhunters too. You have everything. You're a top, probably a Fortune 500 company. They gotta be, right? Figure it the fuck out. No excuses. If anyone can do it, you can do it. If anyone on Earth can do it, you can do it. This problem, though, people teaming, I mean, how do you stop these dorks getting in Discord and being like, hey, let's queue at the same time and not kill each other? Like, what do you do?
Yeah.
I guess if you have AI, you could recognize that behavior, right? Surely? Yeah, never mind. This isn't hard to figure out. You guys can do it. Fuck you. Those are my thoughts. I mean, if you can use AI so that I can't say the word fuck in prox chat, even though your own operator says the word fuck in the game,
they
then
sure do. Often
you can also figure out the AI so that you can stop teaming. So yeah, those are my thoughts, actually.
Yeah, I know. There's got to be some sort of a way they could stop us or get the people banned quicker. That's the thing too, is like, how quickly are those people being banned? Are they even being banned at all?
That's another good question, because you have to think people teaming is a way smaller number than people like walling or aimbotting, right?
Yeah.
Or Cronusing.
Yep.
Yeah, so, hire them. Yeah, get those people jobs. Yeah, true. That would work too. Yeah. So, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, and so Enginoting supposedly out of commission for now. I don't know. Kind of interesting, but doesn't seem to be doing too much, according to the very same source. And now the more interesting thing. This is a rumor. Call of Duty 2026 might be called Modern Warfare 4, with the 4 as symbol Korean. The game is reportedly set in both North and also South Korea, with 3 fucking factions. 141, SAS, Republic of Korea. Wow.
Tanks rolling in. 141, that's what I always say.
The game may have futuristic tech, but is still set in the modern era. And then they have a little article that we're going to open here. Republic of Korea, what is that? Is that South Korea or North Korea government? Or is it just a made-up thing, I wonder? Because North Korea is the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. But I don't know what South Korea calls themselves. Yeah.
There's nothing to read in this article, by the way. Okay.
Insane to call yourself the Democratic People's Republic of Korea in North Korea. That is insane.
That what they call it?
Yeah, that's what it's called. That's like the official name, the DPRK. Speaking of North Korea, by the way, did you hear about their isn't that an insane name?
The ship?
It's so fucking insane. Did you hear about the ship? Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh my fucking God. For those of you who don't know, if you haven't heard of this, kill yourself. I don't know how you didn't hear about this, but North Korea built a fucking like warship. I don't know
It's an
what.
expensive one.
Well, yeah, a North Korean standards expensive warship probably cost about as much as a jet ski in the United States of America, but it was a big project for them. And I don't know if it was like an what's it called? The things. There's no way, right? We only have like 5 aircraft carrier. I don't think it was that. I don't think they can make an aircraft carrier.
We have far more than 5, right? Don't we? We've got to have a lot more than 5.
I think we have sub 10.
Really?
Yeah. It's a big deal, dude. Landing planes on a ship? That's pretty nuts. Okay. How many do we have? Did you find it?
11.
Okay. Fuck, are you lying? Because I said less than 10.
Nearly as many as all other countries combined.
Base.
They just seem so normal. I mean,
don't say
we've had them forever,
fucking
man.
Runway is normal, man.
Well, I mean, we've been using them since fucking World War II. It ain't a big deal anymore, man. I can't believe more countries don't have them. It's kind of crazy.
I guess. I don't know. Interesting tech, by the way. An aircraft carrier. Whoever came up with that idea needs a suck job. Because that's a great idea. It's like, listen, dude, we don't have enough fuel capacity in our little bipedal planes or whatever. I didn't mean bipedal. Aren't they called biplanes? Whatever. We don't have enough fuel, but we want to use them in like Japan. How do we do that? And then some guy was like, okay, hear me out. What if we built a ship and put a fucking runway on it? And launch planes from that. That sounds so insane. But then some other guy was like, dude, great idea. Let's do it. And it worked. It worked well.
So there are only there are only 6 other countries who even have a aircraft carrier.
Wow. Yeah.
Can you believe that? Dude, wow. What do you think those countries are?
I can, because I already knew we didn't have that many.
Start guessing.
Yeah, if I didn't know, that would be nuts. Oh, what countries?
I honestly thought we had like 30 or 40 of them, yeah.
What other countries have them? Is that what you asked me?
Take a guess, man. One of them is very shocking to me.
UK.
Yep, they have 2. Just tied for second most, by the way.
Oh, I fucking hate every country specifically except the United States. Man, China, obviously.
They have 2, tied for second.
2
of them are actually very surprising. Yeah.
No, wait. Iran has one, right?
No.
Yeah, that wouldn't make much sense. Turkey?
No. France has one.
France?
Yeah.
That is surprising.
France has one. Russia has one.
Russia.
Here's where Canada. It starts getting tricky for me. Italy. Italy has 2.
Italy. Oh, wow.
Italy has 2. Kind of surprising. And this one also very surprising to me. India.
Oh.
So India, China, the UK, and Italy have 2. Russia and France have 1. We have 11. Hope that helps.
God bless these United States. That's what I always say. Yeah, I didn't get most of those, obviously.
That's embarrassing for all the other countries that don't have any.
Yeah,
or less
I know.
11, yeah.
Yeah, we have do we have a lot. What a great idea it is, though. It's so smart if it works, but it doesn't sound like it would work. That sounds fake. Like, oh, we're gonna launch planes off of a boat. Got it. That's fake. That's not real, but it is. It's fucking crazy.
We've got all the old ones, though, so countries are gonna start making them more. I mean, ours are fucking old as dirt.
I think some of ours are newer. Right? Yeah.
We've got a 75, a 77, an 82, an 86, an 89, a 92, a 95. The other countries are out here like 2018, 2019. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're building them, man. They're coming. We're building an army.
Yeah. Well, I'll take 2 older aircraft carriers or 11 over your new one, your shiny new one. So Because
Canada's
Iran's
got a
a
lot of
powerful
land and
country,
ocean
Ramin.
for
That's
not
why I
having
thought
one.
maybe. But also, it doesn't really make sense based on where they're located or where you're located. Your country is located. You get it. Anyway, whatever. All right, so back to this fucking bullshit. Call of Duty 2026 leak reveals official MW4 title and plot details. This is from Dexerto. So there's a lot of words here, most of which I'm not going to read out loud.
It doesn't matter. It's just all based on the one tweet. You don't need to read anything from the article. It's just all their dumb filler words. All Ghost of Hope said is basically what's in their tweet, so.
Yeah, describing the leak. Some of this is kind of interesting. Describing the plot, the leaker said 141, SAS, and Republic of Korea are the three major factions you play as to take down Makarov and Kony Group, who are doing false flags to start World War III. That's the wrong button.
Squad W.
Black helicopters.
There it is. Okay.
There it is.
It's unclear if we'll actually visit parts of South or North Korea during the campaign, or whether we'll simply see come across their forces. So, by the way, I was saying this in the pre-show. I said years ago, a COD game set in Korea would be really cool. I happened to have been talking about the Korean War, which is about 70 years ago, but still kind of cool to get Korea. Would be especially cool to get North Korea, because that would be interesting. Am I going to play the campaign? If and only if
Motherfucker, no.
It releases early access. But if it does, and North Korea is there as a mission or 8, that would be dope. Because I don't know if there's any video game where you're in Pyongyang or any other North Korean city. I can name a lot, but I'll stop there. That would be fun. That'd be cool. Because that place is also fucking insane. Crazy. It's real, too. Oh, anyway. By the way, to close the loop on that, they tried to set their own boat. They built their own boat, and then they televised the, launch of it. So they take it from dry land to water, which is where you would want to use a boat. And you'd normally want it to float. But when they put it in, it immediately capsized. It just sunk. That's done. So they spent years, all kinds of money, and it's gone.
And then he tried to say it was a terrorist attack, right?
Kim Jong-un said this was sabotage. This was an American sabotage. And the traitors will pay, I think is what he said. But in Korean. Which sucks.
Bro thinks Americans care about him.
Because those guys are fucking dead. They're super dead. Whoever had the misfortune of building that boat, who maybe did nothing wrong, and the launcher people fucked it up, is dead. That guy's dead. Actually, excuse me, they're all dead. He killed all of them. He gunned them all down. Fucking crazy country.
Yeah.
Oh, they suck a lot. It's really Kim Jong-un's fault, though, obviously. But anyway, I have said it would be cool to have a North Korea campaign mission. Does this matter for anything important? No. I mean, not really. I don't know. Although there could be some cool, at least multiplayer maps that could be relevant. What if there was a multiplayer map on the numbered parallel? And I know what number it is. That would be pretty dope. Is it the 19th? That was the 59th.
Man. I just threw out a number.
I want to say 59th. I don't know, though.
38th? That's the 38th.
38th, yeah. That's where the DMZ is between North and South Korea. That could be... It actually would probably be an awful multiplayer map.
Oh my god, dude. DMZ confirmed. Korea?
Wow.
South, North, there's a demilitarized
Oh, is that called... I didn't
DMZ
even...
COD 2026. Oh my god.
I didn't even put that together.
I'm a leaker. I'm leaking.
Yeah. But that could be cool. It could be cool based on the real life, but not based, obviously, on the layout of it. Because if you've ever seen it, and I've been there, it doesn't look like it would play well as a multiplayer map. And there are prox mines everywhere in real life, actually. You will die. It is no man's land. You will super die. But anyway. Are those illegal now, by the way?
What?
Mines. I think those might be a war crime after World War II. Because like in
Mines?
France, in Normandy, there were a ton of like landmines. And it just made the whole place like uninhabitable, obviously. Unless you had a lot of balls, I guess. So they made them a war crime. Is that real? I mean, you wouldn't know. But
I don't think so. It doesn't sound like it would be a war crime.
it might be.
Let's see.
I don't know.
Under certain circumstances, the use of landmines can be considered a war crime. Placing minefields without marking or recording them for later removal is a war crime.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, that's not true at all. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. Anyway, but anyway, yeah, it could be cool. But I mean, right now, these are how the leaks always go for the next COD game. Is like, cool, we got a leak, and the first leak is always some dumb bullshit that probably doesn't matter at all. Almost always. And this is no different because it's like plot stuff. Like, oh, it could be kind of cool to play in Korea or whatever, but like, okay. I mean, I don't care that much. The only thing that's kind of like noteworthy or gameplay relevant is that it's going to be in the modern era, but it may have like future tech. And that aligns with...
we'll have like drones.
Yeah, well, yeah, but also that could align with the wall running shit that we've heard leaks about.
That's a different game. That's for BO7.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. But it could be for this game too.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. I don't think Joe Seacott's going to have wall running, but we'll certainly see.
Or something.
Stupid fuck.
I don't know.
But yeah, I mean, not really any info about it, and this game is
Yeah.
coming out for 15 months, so. How do we have this leak, but like nothing on the next game? How is it June, and we still just don't really have much info on BO7? We start getting info in 45 days or so, right?
Well, wait, didn't that tweet say, hold on. This says, oh yeah, COD 2026.
That's COD 26. That's next year. We're in 2025 right now.
I know. I understand it now. Yeah, no, I know. You're kind of right. I think the only leak we've gotten for BO7 is like, yeah, the wall running thing, maybe. So, it's weird.
Yeah, that, there have been rumors that it's like all remastered maps. Similar to MW3
God bless. I hope so.
Like all, Black Ops original maps, one of the Black Ops games, and I'm an expert in the difference in all of them, and I know which maps it would come from. So one of those for sure. And that's really it.
Dude, BO2 only maps?
I think it was BO2. I
that
think
makes sense. I think that was like the most
BO2
popular one, probably. BO1 had Nuketown.
God, I played the fuck. Man, we played a lot of BO2 together back then. You remember that? We had fun.
Together,
dude.
specifically, yeah, you and I. Yeah, no. I remember that. I actually did play a fair amount of BO2. And I enjoyed it. There's one map that's really good.
That
he
one.
said.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
it.
That's
Has that
great,
one map in the
great
game. That's
info
pretty good.
from me. Yeah. Fuck, what is it called? It's got like the... I don't know, man. There's like a street...
Oh, the one with the street.
There are
Stupid fuck.
houses in like an L shape. People camp in a window, and then they look down the street, and then there's another building that's made of like stone with hay in it, and you like shoot across each other from there all the time. It's standoff.
I'm gonna read you off
Yeah,
some maps.
it's
Hijacked,
standoff.
raid, grind, overflow, slums, standoff, plaza.
Ooh.
Meltdown.
It was standoff that I'm talking about. But the best map, of course, slums.
Obviously.
Unless firing range is in that game, then it's firing range.
Well, we are experts, and it's not in that game.
So slums is the best map in that game, easily.
Yeah, easily.
Oh my
Slums
god,
is a
Slums
great
is
map,
such
dude.
a fucking good map. It's nuts, yeah. I'm a slumlord. That's what they call me.
You will play them for 12 days. Base. Base for me.
Maybe 12 days,
Maybe.
Yeah. So, anyway. But yeah, you're right. I mean, not too much there. We'll keep you guys posted, obviously. Ramin! With the super chat. 14 Canadian dollars.
Oh no.
Woo! Fuck, woo! Ramin, 14 CAD. It's probably about $3 real money. Thank you very much, Big Giant Dog. We appreciate that, man. Extremely kind and based of you. And if you live in Iran, whatever, why are you super chatting Canadian dollars?
He's from Iran, stupid fuck.
Oh, but now he lives in Canada?
He's never been there. He's Iranian. Yeah.
Oh, you're Iranian the same way I'm Irish then. Is that what you mean?
Exactly.
Okay, I got it. Yeah. So not at all. All right, well that's cool. Don't you call yourselves Persians if that's the case?
Is that
Give
what
us
a
the
Persian
download
is?
on Persians versus
Yeah,
Iranians,
what's up with
Ramin.
that?
We slurred a lot, actually.
Oh, it's a breed of cat. Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a type of rug.
No. Why do people call themselves Persian? Let's see what Google AI tells us. This will be wrong. I'm bored. Well, Iran, formerly Persia, is the official name of the country, and Iranian is the term for its citizens. Persian has strong cultural and historical significance. So it doesn't matter, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, true, Ben. Only need $997 more to do a 3-hour.
That's
Saturday
right.
pod.
Yeah. Yep. That's correct.
You guys are getting
Anyway,
there.
Ramin, whatever ethnicity you say you are, thanks. It's a weird thing for me to say. It wasn't, but it sounded weird. You get it.
That's
And then
racist.
last, and certainly not least, Charlie Intel has tweeted, the
There.
X-Defiant servers
Oh, this
officially fucking shut down tonight. On the 2nd of June.
Bro, praise on downfalls. My
And I
God.
celebrate its downfall. Yeah.
See,
I don't
here's
really.
the thing you're not realizing, man. BO6 and 7 would have been good if X-Defiant was a thing because of competition.
Yeah, that's what
you
they
know?
say, right? Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you shouldn't be complaining, stupid fuck.
That's the thing, yeah. So, like, look, obviously, maybe it's not obvious, you guys. I don't want games to fail, necessarily. I mean, some games I probably want to fail, but like X-Defiant, it's fine. It kind of sucks for the devs and like all the employees working there that it flopped catastrophically. So it sucks for them. But at the same time, you should have gotten consultants. That's what all these game publishers mostly need is consultants. Better consultants. Is there a consultation department at every game publisher company? If there isn't, they fucking need one. Because the millisecond we heard about X-Defiant and talked about it on this very program, what did we say? Off-rip Insta. Oh, cool. It's just Respawn multiplayer. Game fucking sucks. And game's fucking dead instantly. And I was especially peeved because people on Twitter were saying, oh, thank God, COD's going to have some competition. People were ironically saying it was going to be a COD killer. I refuse to believe anyone seriously thought that. But I think a lot of people did seriously think some new fucking Ubisoft Respawn multiplayer game plucked right out of 2004 with better graphics was somehow going to make Activision and COD sweat. That is what pissed me off because it's so dumb. So the moment this came out, I was like, oh, okay, this is going to fail. Like, clearly, this is not going to be successful at all.
That's
because
clearly,
again,
yeah.
it's not 2004 anymore. Respawn multiplayer is just not enough. Clearly.
Yeah.
And of course, we were right. easily we were right. The only thing I wouldn't have guessed is how quickly they shut the servers down, because fuck me. How long was it out? 18 months? 2 years? Like, it has not been that long since the launch. I remember the launch. And then people in our Discord, in fact, were like, oh, cool. This looks fun, or this is fun, are among the things they would say. None of them played it for longer than a week. None of them probably played it for even a week once it launched. Because it's boring and hollow. Because we're way past that. So yeah, X-Defiant's fucking dead. I told you so. That's a victory lap.
Yeah, and Mark Rubin, the owner, or the lead dev, I mean, on that, he tweeted out a long wall of text, so I'm not reading most of it. But at the end, he did say, in case everyone doesn't know, the team behind X-Defiant was all let go at the end of last year, and I know many people moved on to other studios, which is great, and I hope for all those who are still looking that they find something quickly. As for me, I've decided to leave the industry.
Wow.
And spend more time with my family. So unfortunately, you won't be hearing about me making another game. I do care passionately about the shooter space, and I hope that someone else can pick up the flag that I was trying to carry and make games great. Make games again that care about the players, treat them with respect, and listen to what they have to say.
Almost hit us with a MAGA there, huh?
That's what I thought he was going to say. I literally thought it said make games great again. I was like, wait, what the fuck did he say?
Incredible stuff.
But anyways, I mean, yeah, there's nobody to carry that flag because that genre's been dead for years. Hope that helps, Mark. Don't develop a game next time. I'm glad you quit.
I mean,
because it's not gonna work. If that's your best idea, a respawn shooter in 2025 on small maps, yeah, kill yourself. So glad
super kill yourself. Yeah, it's like making fucking Pong in 3D and thinking you're gonna do well. Yeah. Like, what the motherfucker are we doing?
Obviously,
guys, this is such an antiquated thing. The only reason it works for Call of Duty is because they have other shit going on. They got fucking zombies. They got Warzone. They won't have Warzone next year. They'll have DMZ. They have campaign. They have fucking voice actors and Idris Elba or whoever in their game, and Ana de Armas bundles. That's why it works for COD. Won't work for Ubisoft. Ew. Ubisoft should go under, by the way. They don't make good games. I don't know if they've ever made a good game, actually.
And then they stopped making like one of the most exciting games that was going to potentially come out, The Division Heartland.
Heartland, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Got it.
Yeah, they need.
Which, to be fair, if they knew to cancel it, it was probably going to be a horrific game if even they could figure that out. So I guess that makes sense. But
yeah,
the game sounded great if it was a different studio developer making it.
Right.
I hope that helps.
Yeah. So yeah.
Splitgate 2 had some announcement too. They have some big news they're dropping. Oh, that might be tomorrow. Like another mode.
Are they announcing the server shutdown?
So it's simply this. They're either making a
early
extraction mode or a BR, and they're going to announce it. Yes, it is. They're announcing it tomorrow.
Okay.
It's a new mode, and it's not campaign, they already said. And they keep yapping about it. So it's got to be extraction or BR. And for a game like that, extraction doesn't make sense at all. So I think they're making a BR.
I wonder how they would do even a BR. Because, like,
I don't know how they would do anything because the core game is terrible.
I mean, I'm going to go. Here's what I'm doing. Imagine if there are portals on Verdansk, okay? Here's what I'm doing. I'm landing downtown on a roof. I'm plopping down a portal. Then I'm going to go play until late game. Oh, I need to rotate. Blap, put down my other portal. I'm in the last circle. No rotation required. Obviously, it would have some other shit going on, but that's what they, but that's smart of them. That's what they need to do. Because how well did Splitgate 1 do? Probably better than I thought it would, given the fact that they had money to make Splitgate 2. So I guess it did okay, maybe. But, like, it wasn't some blockbuster or anything because it was a respawn shooter. Even with a cool, interesting new mechanic, Which Splitgate 2 or Splitgate, the concept where you have like you shoot the portals and you can do shit like that. That's a really cool mechanic. Like that's a really cool idea. And it would have gone nuts 20 years ago. But now it's like, oh, this is fun for a couple hours. I'll never play again. And that's what Tanner and I did. It was fun for a couple hours and we never played again because it's just Respawn multiplayer. So it's really smart of them to cook something else up. So then you have like a backbone of the multiplayer experience, but then you can like flesh out new modes from there that can like hold people's attention or that are just more interesting or more fresh. And even though BRs aren't like totally new anymore, they're definitely more exciting than Respawn multiplayer.
They can still be popular, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So that is kind of cool. I am curious how that would work.
Yeah, I mean, any mode they would make with portals, I'm not understanding it. So it could also be some other type of mode. I mean, maybe it's like their version of like, say, a ground war type mode where there's just more players on a map. True. It's a larger map. Because how would you do a BR extraction with that type of thing? That's clearly going to flop.
Well, my guess would be you like the max range of your portals is like 100 meters or something. Or something, you know.
Even then, God.
Even then it's weird though, right? Because like, okay, well, what if I want to put a portal on the roof of a building and then I want to jump off of it? Like, you'd be out of range already. Well, 100 meters is pretty far. Is it? How tall is the overlook? What the fuck is a meter?
A meter height of the overlook?
Yeah. How many meters high is the overlook?
From ground to, boy.
More than 100, surely, right?
More than 100, gotta be. It's gotta be more than 100.
Yeah. So, like, you'd want to be able to, like, portal up and down that, surely.
Yeah.
So.
Huh.
They could do it, though. Basically, I think you would just, like, limit the distance at which you can, like, teleport. And then that actually would be, like, kind of a cool, fun, maybe extraction shooter. Or, excuse me, BR. Although, now I think about it, that would make camping... Well, would it? Okay. Imagine some guy is camping and, like, holding you in, like, a 2-story building looking out of a window on the 2nd floor. And you're like, bet. And you shoot his other window. You shoot a portal through the window into his room. And then you just fucking come out, surprise, bitch. And you appear in his room. That sounds fun, dude, actually. I would get outplayed so badly every single game in that game. Fuck, I would get run over a lot. But there would be some cool little BR tricks. Yeah,
it would be a very difficult game. That's truthfully the main reason I would hate it. It'd be like Fortnite. I just wouldn't be able to keep up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess it could just be a BR. Yeah, we'll see. It won't do well though. Let's be clear.
It won't do super well, but I mean, if it has any chance at all, it needs something besides multiplayer. So that's what it needs.
Yeah, if it has a BR, even that's bad, you're right. It'll still make the game a lot more popular.
Yeah. Because like, if I liked like the multiplayer of Splitgate and I enjoyed BRs, I'd be very pleased to hear this, and I would definitely try it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
Oh, you have to have a wall that accepts portals in Splitgate, so that's how they would balance it. Maybe. You'd still need a max limit though, Jakin. Because like surely there's going to be a single wall in farmland that would accept a portal, and also one in military base. Like surely, right? So if that's the case, you would still need, or not, but I think you would still need like a max distance that you can do it at, because that would be insane. That would be crazy. But I mean, it's a different game, so who knows? Yeah. Yes, Jakin, but Yeah, it depends on the game. You're right. Because who knows? I don't know how high up the map is going to be. I don't know if there's going to be parachutes. Obviously, I don't know anything about it. But I'm thinking in terms of, again, like of most BRs, you fly in on something, you jump out of it, you parachute somewhere. There are tall buildings. So you could just land on a tall building, put a portal down, and then drive away, parachute off super far. And then whenever you want to rotate, you just go back to that building. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, I know you have to travel somewhere, but you start in the air. You can go wherever you want, and then you can just move to wherever else you want to go. But maybe that doesn't make sense once you actually play it. I don't know. It's a cool idea. I like it. I am curious to see what they do with it. When is that announcement happening?
Tomorrow. It's happening. I think there's some sort of games event tomorrow, possibly, and they're announcing it there, I think.
Okay, cool.
So we will find out.
Yep. And then last thing, the Nintendo Switch 2 is out. And Call of Duty is going to be playable on it. Call of Duty is going to be playable on Nintendo for the next 10 years.
Yeah, at some point. Some game will be.
I think it's going to be... Oh, yeah, I actually don't know. I don't know for sure. But Charlie Intel tweeted about it, and we've talked about it before, too. There are going to be Nintendo or COD games on Nintendo. I would be shocked if the next COD wasn't on the Switch, too, actually.
Yeah, with it just coming out right now, you got to think COD 2025 BO7 will be on Switch, yeah.
Yeah. So, who the fuck? Well, I was going to say, who the fuck is playing Warzone on a Switch? But probably most people will, because they all play casual BR.
Yeah,
so who cares?
Everybody will be.
Yeah. It's like I have my fucking Fly Digi that costs as much as the Switch does, and some kid is just on his little thing. Looks pretty good though, in terms of handhelds.
Yeah, I mean it looks like a handheld.
Yeah.
I saw some comparison videos.
Nintendo. I really hate Nintendo.
It's a handheld device, yeah. I mean, some of the side-by-sides, it's like, people are really that excited to upgrade for that? Okay, got it.
It's mostly...
the graphics are still shit, and the performance is still shit. Hope that helps.
Yeah, basically, yeah. If you can
play 2 games on it.
If you are at all acquainted with a real gaming machine, the Switch 2 will not impress you at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is a huge upgrade from the Switch 1, which is fucking horrendous dog shit trash. Really bad. Like 30 FPS. I don't know if it's actually 30. It actually might be 30 FPS for certain games. And I don't know how many hertz it is, but it's bad stuff, dude. Yeah. The Switch 1 is awful. So compared to that, it is actually
really that bad.
Yes, it's horrendous. It's the worst thing I've ever played. Easily in the last, I'm not joking, it's the least powerful gaming machine I've used in probably 15 years. Maybe longer.
Really?
Like, I'm actually not kidding. Like, Xbox 360 fucking slams it easily, for example. And that thing's old as fuck. Every computer I've ever had is way more horsepower. The Switch is terrible, awful. So the Switch 2 is like, I don't know.
Aren't most console games 30 FPS? Yeah, I think they are.
Really?
Yeah, I think most of them are. I think 60 on console is a big deal.
I don't believe you, Jake. Yeah.
Well, Raz, so Raz doesn't believe it, so that means Jake is obviously right. Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah.
Like Dark Souls.
The majority of console games do indeed run at 30 frames per second. Some target 60, but they don't usually even hit it.
That's insane.
Yeah, the consoles aren't good.
Where are you reading this? I still don't believe it. So.
Everywhere. Google
I'll
it.
Google it. Yeah, I'll Google it.
Helldivers 2, that's a fairly recent popular game. 30
console
FPS.
games FPS. Let's take a look. Okay, how many? It just showed me first-person shooters. How many frames per second are most console games? Okay, well, I'm seeing 30-60. Many modern games, particularly on current gen, offer both options, with some even supporting 120. That's the AI mode, though, so that doesn't mean anything, so let's keep going. I don't know.
Yeah, there aren't many. I mean, some of them do still, but 30 is definitely still more popular.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that really. Okay, so here's an article from howtogeek.com. Maybe you're right now, because the article title is "The PlayStation 2 had more 60 FPS games than consoles do now. What happened?"
Mm-hmm.
If that's true, that's fucking weird. Like I've said recently a lot, I don't know fucking anything, I guess.
You don't know a goddamn thing, yeah.
I never would have guessed the PS2 had anything at 60 FPS, let alone that it's more than games now. Yeah.
So this is, again, Google AI, so probably wrong, but it says, well, both 30 and 60 FPS are common. 30 FPS is the more widely used frame rate. So like PS4, Xbox One originally were designed for 30 FPS, but the newer generations are starting to up that up to 60. And then like the newer versions of the newer consoles.
That is so crazy to me. Well, Warzone isn't one of them. Oh, wait.
I think it said Black Ops 6 runs at 60, yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That's, yeah, terrible stuff. Anyway, the point is, Switch 2 is a significant upgrade, yeah. Because it does run some games, at least, for sure, on 60 frames. Like Pokemon Scarlet. It's a Switch 1 game, but they put out like some update for it for Switch 2. It's backwards compatible. And you can like play at 4K and 60 FPS and 120 hertz also. And it's substantially better than it used to be. Now, are those impressive specs? No. Of course not. I mean, no. Motherfuck no. Not even close.
No, huh? Yeah.
Like, again, like this is probably on par with like, well, I don't know. It's probably better than like a PS4. Actually, probably not, right? Probably not even as good as a PS4, actually. Certainly not as good as a PS5. I don't know. Anyway, fuck Nintendo, but it is an improvement and it's out now. Yeah, so good luck buying it, I guess.
Yeah.
Also, don't buy it. If you're listening, you're a child if you own a Nintendo. I mean, they make only children's games. Am I desperately buying to try a Switch 2? Yes, I said that right.
You own one.
I do own a Switch 1 and not a Switch 2.
But now they're not cool. So now you're not going to buy a Switch 2.
But now I'm not going to buy a Switch 2 because I've realized they're fucking trash now. They're fine. I don't know. Yeah, Nintendo's just dumb. Make an actual dedicated console. Anyway, that's it. Yeah, so we will see you guys next week. Yeah, Tanner's in Zion, so no pod this Saturday. But you're not missing out on really anything. I mean, nothing's happening. So.
Not a motherfuck thing, huh?
Yeah. Thank you again, Ramin and Millie Boy. And that's it. Patreon.com/Dropshot. Best way to support the show. Activision devs do not play their game.
No. Fuck no.